Time now to take a look at what's been happening in the world of sports. For that, we have our sports editor, Paul Neate, joining in the studio. Welcome back, Paul.
Thank you. Hello.
Paul, let's start with the World Cup. The 2026 World Cup is barely a week old, but already it's been so eventful.
Yes, even with only half of the first group stage games having been played, already there have been some surprise or milestone results. For instance, Australia beat the much-fancied Turkiye 2-0. For only their second ever group opener win at a World Cup. And Nestory Irankunda, who got the first goal, became Australia's youngest ever World Cup goalscorer at 20 years and 125 days. Scotland beat Haiti 1-0. It was Scotland's first appearance in a World Cup since 1998 and first win at a World Cup final since 1990. There have been some big wins too. Germany beat debutants Curaçao 7-1. Curaçao's first made it 1-1, their first ever at a World Cup, so it was celebrated like a winner. And Sweden beat Tunisia 5-1 in a surprisingly one-sided result. The three host nations have started well. They're unbeaten, in fact. The USA beat Paraguay 4-1. Mexico got that 2-0 win over South Africa. And Canada drew 1-1 with Bosnia and Herzegovina.
You know, Paul, it's also been a good start for the AFC contingent. To tell us more. It
has, yes. In fact, they are too unbeaten so far from 4 games played by the Asian Football Confederation nations. It's been 2 wins and 2 draws, South Korea and Australia with the 2 wins, both with 2 goals scored. For Korea, it was their first group stage opener win since 2010 and only the second time they'd come from behind in a group stage opener, the first time since 2006. The Socceroos, meanwhile, last won an opener in 2006 when facing Japan. The 2 draws came from Qatar, who got a very late equaliser against Switzerland, and Japan, who came back from behind twice to draw 2-2 with one of the favourites, the Netherlands. Still to come are the matches in groups G to K.
Well, still lots to look forward to then. Now, moving away from the World Cup now in baseball, Jung-hoo was back on form after a short drought, right? Right,
yeah. After 2 hitless games, Jung-hoo was back with a couple of singles. He went 2 for 4 on Sunday for the San Francisco Giants. He also scored a run as the Giants ran out 5-1 winners over the Chicago Cubs. Batting 7th, Jung-hoo got a single in the 3rd, then got an infield single to 3rd in the 5th inning. But it wasn't just his at-bat displays that impressed. With 2 outs and a runner at 2nd, he caught Michael Busch out on the run, and despite hitting the wall, was able to hold onto the ball. He had gone 0 for 7 over his past 2 games, which brought an abrupt end to what was a career-best 18-game hitting streak. Sunday was his 24th multi-hit game of the year.
Well, lastly, to golf, Paul, I understand a South Korean duo came runner-up at an LPGA team event. To tell us more.
Right, yes, the Dow Championship in Midland, Michigan on Sunday. The team of Choi Hye-jin and Kim Hyo-joo finished 2nd at 15 under 265, just 2 strokes behind the winners Gina Kim and Yana Wilson of the US. They began the final round with a 1-stroke lead and went up to 2 runs ahead at 11 under, but despite a bogey-free round of 5 under 65 on the final day, they were unable to hold off Kim and Wilson. Rounds 1 and 3 feature foursomes where teammates take turns on a single ball. Rounds 2 and 4 switch to 4-ball with players tracking their own balls and counting the best score on the card. Elsewhere, Im Jin-hee and Lee So-mi finished tied for 3rd in their title defence at 14 under.
Great stuff as always. I'll see you next week, Paul.
Thank you. Yeah.